Well, what do you think of when you hear the words heart-healthy diet? Is it bland, tasteless food? Well, think again. We're joined by Dr. Richard Collins, also known as the cooking cardiologist. So before we talk nutrition, Doc, I want to talk about how common coronary artery disease is and what are the common symptoms?
You know, unfortunately, Curtis, coronary artery disease is very common. It's the leading cause of death in America for both men and women. And it's caused really by a buildup of plaque within the coronary arteries themselves, and the arteries begin to narrow, and as a result, restrict flow of blood. Depending upon the severity of that blockage, the symptoms can be quite variable, from none to vague, maybe just exertional shortness of breath or fatigue or exhaustion. And if you're having any of these symptoms, it's best to seek medical advice.
And if you're diagnosed, talk about some of the treatments that are out there.
Well, the first thing I think that we need to do is see your doctor and review your cardiovascular risks. That's so important because these are controllable and treatable. Now, if the blockage is severe, there's a procedure called percutaneous coronary intervention. I'll shorten it up and just say PCI. What it is a minimally invasive procedure to open up blocked arteries. Now, if that's not possible, surgery, of course. But remember, the most important thing you can do, a proper diet and lifestyle are essential to managing heart disease.
That's what I love to hear, Doc. And so that's prevention is better than having to treat the issue. So let's get into that. You got a heart-healthy meal that you want to show us?
Oh, this morning I partnered with Boston Scientific to bring you my favorite dessert. It's a flourless chocolate torte. So let me run through the recipe because I've made some very interesting changes. Now, instead of using flour, I'm using black beans in the base. It works very well. And what you want to do, you can use canned, it's perfectly fine. Rinse them off, put them in a food processor and blend them up. And the advantage of this is that you're getting more fiber, more protein, double the amount of protein, and it's very low on the glycemic index. Now, instead of using fats, oils, and butter, I'm using an avocado. This has the good fat in it and also vitamins and minerals, and it's going to make this torte really very moist. Also, I have a banana, and I'm going to add that in there, and it makes it very creamy and sweetens it up. Instead of using sugar, I have a sugar blend with stevia, which is a natural sugar. It allows us to use half of the amount. Now remember, if you are using a sugar substitute, don't go all the way with it because when you bake something, it needs sugar. So just go half and half. And then instead of whole eggs, I'm just using the good property of the egg whites. The real star of this whole recipe is chocolate. And I'm using a 100% all-natural unsweetened cocoa. And the beauty about it is this is going to give us all of those good antioxidants. And think of them as little scrubbers for your arteries. You're going to take all of this and put it in a blender and blend it up with a little vanilla and baking powder. Then put it in a 9-inch cake pan. Bake it at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes and let it cool. Then add your favorite chocolate sauce on the top with fresh raspberries and you've got a guiltless, flourless chocolate torte.
I love it. I love it. Thanks so much for that amazing recipe. I'm going to get the raspberries and stuff today. Where can our viewers go to get more information on this? This
recipe and other recipes available at hearthealthybeats.com. That's hearthealthybeats.com. And remember, before making a major change in diet or lifestyle, always be sure to contact your physician.
Thanks so much, Doc. Have a great day. Special thanks to Boston Scientific for bringing us that information.